And that drone should be a bit of a tell right now that it is going to end at A.
Yeah, the wall, one tile broken as well, so just diving in, looking for some shots, but HYUNMIN already has one spotted out. Dambi, though, straight towards the back of sight, will be able to snipe one down. Francis as well, pushing up with the classic, but here comes HYUNMIN. No, traded so quick. Now it's just Flashback left.
MaKo is so far away, though, at the moment as well, expecting a bit of a lurk to come on out, and, well, we know that's not here, right? It's 2 versus 4. They're all just around this site.
Successful hit from DRX. I guess that's what it is, Komodo. I mean, you just have the situation read right correctly. And now able to try to retake DRX, slowly moving up. Toxic screen back in as well. MaKo taking a couple of pot shots over, but Nongshim having the discipline to keep their distance away from those players as well. Spike getting tapped now. DRX trying to go for some body blocks, but still the numbers prove too overwhelming.
How the lurks are going to come out from him if they do feel a lot more heat towards this A site.
That was one of the things about DRX from before as well, right? They had an interview, Bane mentioned that they kind of gave PRX too much respect, so they wanted to play to their own style a little bit, their own strengths, and that's why coming in with the confidence right now, just confirming that it will be an A hit, staying true to their positions, getting some shots in as well. 2 players left on Nongshim, but they find a couple of kills too. Persia now eliminates the next one, and it's freeing left alone.
Shock Dart could end Ivy, but what do you try to do with this slow tempo? Oh, he's got it! Quack, how has he done that? Problematic for them, though, is they can't really pivot towards this B side as Persia is going for an ambitious, almighty lurk at the moment. Plant does go down.
Might be a little bit late because the site's still going through now. Spike planted already, though, so that could be a bit of a saving grace for Nongshim now, hiding towards the back. Estrella comes in with a res as well, but here comes Harbor's Reckoning, forcing DRX out of their positions, out of their hidey holes. Persia takes a couple of picks.
Great lurk.
And now keep coming through as well. He's still holding the angle. DRX not quite comfortable in their current positions. Oh, he's sprays, blind sprays through, and Estrella sticking all the way through. Nongshim, they've kind of lost the plot.
How has he managed to swindle a defuse in that sort of scenario?
Up onto the next part of it. DRX getting a good read, playing aggressive. They're preventing Nongshim from deploying their game plan through that timeout.
It's just a change up after the timeout, isn't it, for DRX, when they've been met with a lot of just slow pace play from Nongshim over at this A site, courtesy of that Sage Wall. Well, just take a bit of aggression, take a bit of a challenge.
And Freeing now playing an unexpected angle as well. Nongshim, though, not backing down from this fight, choose to deploy the lockdown.
I think you respect it, though, to be honest with you. You've been pretty stellar in these retakes already as DRX. Why not just fall back onto a strength?
For sure, but he was just kind of hovering around just in case someone did push up a little bit too early. This time it's going to be Dambi to dive in. Viper's Pit up as well, and that will secure the site enough. Let's see if DRX has any solutions to this.
Yeah, is it as much of a deterrent, though, to just call for the save, right? You don't have Freeing alive for any reconnaissance in towards the pit. You don't have your own pit to try and get a bit of counterplay going towards it. So
almost.
He didn't get taken down even lower.
So far, so good. Otherwise, it's enough information for DRX to get the rotations over. Nongshim looking for a quick plant.
Yeah, he's got to change it up in this one. You got to say, Persia, loose bullet on towards MaKo, but they haven't actually gone for the plant just yet. This is going to afford a bit of rotation time to come through from DRX as Freeing finds one with the shock dart.
And that is a lovely look with the Sova coming in now. Sorry, Freeing, if we doubted you before. We got some reses coming through too. Nongshim, on the other hand, they were looking to provide some decent cover fire, but now it's not working out.
Yeah, just going to be the exchange Hunter's Fury for that lockdown, and DRX going in.
And I think DRX will be pretty happy about that one as well. You baited out the Hunter's Fury, you're pushing up front towards yellow, you're taking control over things. Ivy anticipates the updraft, does get the shot over, but still, DRX with the numbers. Ivy has to do a hell of a lot of shooting. Back into B, and with Dambi on the blades. If you're looking for a round with leadership potential, this has to be it. He's looking for a potential tag, does spot someone out through the Reckoning, but here comes the Hunter's Fury. It forces him out of position.
Yeah, but it does some good damage, doesn't it? These blades are still trying to press the issue at the moment. They're all finding the kills. What is happening, Quack, around the map?
A lot of space. Persia, Ivy from the back, and the spike gets planted as well. DRX, unfortunately, giving them up so much space to work off of. So it's just Estrella and Flashback left currently in 2 separate positions.
Don't even think Flashback's going to be able to escape this one if Ivy finds the right line.
Gotta watch out for his back. Oh, gets spotted through the front instead. So now just Estrella, and he's looking to save. Not much else you could do here, Komodo.
That is more of the explosive Nongshim that I was kind of expecting for them to be able to have up their sleeve, right? Something that we more commonly know from them, especially on those neon comps, as I mentioned just earlier. But it is good to see that it's not just, you know, a Dambi show in this round, for example, right? The whole team was behind them. The whole team was hitting their shots. They'll get a flawless victory on the tail end of this one. So there is down. Going to be respected.
Could give him some space in the site, get the spike down, but MaKo will look to, I guess, play around with that. Viper's Pit in, but he will have to evacuate for now.
He's going to have to get in really quick, so I love the position on elevation on this rafter.
Straight back in, but unfortunately the spams from Nongshim. Great recognition in where DRX are trying to regress from. Off towards the backside of screens now. Dambi able to get the first one. MaKo coming back in as well.
Got that
Pit's gone though. And then the rest coming back in. RB taking a couple of pot shots straight onto the spike itself. And that will be another player down. DRX unfortunately not able to retain much ground on the site. Nongshim happily taking those duels, but a couple more going by the wayside. Just Persia now taking on another frag. Flashback, try as he might, but unfortunately the angles do not, well, assist him anyway whatsoever. Go in to investigate. This is a pretty worrisome position though. He's got to work his way around it and stay alive as well, but here comes Nongshim. Dambi, what a way to take space.
Ooh.
Very specific spot as well, and MaKo was looking all over for him, but thankfully with the support of Estrella, able to snipe him down. Reckoning deployed as well.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they weren't able to find him when that recon came on out too, right? Because they had all the information. They've called for the rotate back towards the A site, and Ivy loses his life. What do you do now as Nongshim? You lost your game plan and ultimate at B. You lost your lurk plan over at A, and you're losing mid because look where freeing is.
Yeah, big risk, unfortunately not quite paying off. Decent trade from RB though, but still a 2v4. This could very well end in an even trade-off, 6-6. MaKo getting another shot down, and it's just RB left. A Vandal to his name, and a bit of an expedition into the A site, where angles are being marked. Yes, it's just one player, but you've got another one on his way.
It's 20 seconds, and you've still got a nano swarm at that default spot too.
Oh, lockdown.
There's no way that RB is winning this one.
Okay, Recon back into safety. I gotta worry about middle a little bit as well. Is he even gonna be able to get out of the detain? Yes.
2 shock darts.
Just enough.
Spotted.
Oh, he heard the hover. And he's looking for anything possible to keep him in the game, but Flashback has got too fancy of footwork. Oh, so close. Here's the taps as well, but now another player circling around him. It's Ivy! Gets the sheriff shot. Uh-oh. And that might be enough damage until DRX continues to peek right back against Nongshim.
Yeah, the fact that the rest of the boys come on back as well, just scare Nongshim away. They spotted a lot of bodies towards that B push, so scaling up quickly towards A is the correct idea for them to situate themselves in a post plant where they've got the wall. And shock darts as well. Recon going out now.
Yeah, safe enough. Back up into safety, continue to hold angles for the spike. Meanwhile, Nongshim trying to fan out across rafters, but they don't quite expect the sheriff shot ringing out from HYUNMIN all the way towards the back of Nest. You've got the shock darts as well. Freeing's just happily waiting for it while the Sage Wall gets slowly chipped away. Another player up on top now. Dambi trying to take matters into his own hands. He gets a couple more. Will he be able to find the kills necessary? Runs out of ammo, tries to hop around. Unfortunately, not quite able to stick it all the way through. RB shut down at the very end of it and actually hold it down.
There's a lot of utility still for DRX to throw in this one, though. That's the big factor for them. Get out the wall, get the plant. It should be real safe.
And that's what the Sage can provide as well. Still, though, getting the spams in, but Freeing provides additional support. Now, keeping himself tucked into this little corner while the rest of the team looks to play post-plant.
It's a cheeky pocket, isn't it?
So you can be truly cheeky enough to pull out a win from the bag. Nongshim still have the site relatively surrounded, but here comes Freeing. Decent on the swing, but RB trades right back. Nongshim's turn to make a move, and they pull the high tide up, but look at that spam! What a read! HYUNMIN and Flashback getting one for their own, and it's just Persia left. Tries to reposition, but HYUNMIN proves to be too sharp. Nongshim a bit of time.
Yeah, and it has to be the retake to come through from Nongshim in my mind at the moment. You've got a Reckoning, right? You've got your full RB utility. Put it all in together towards this side.
Wow, trust in the mid play instead then. So then in from Francis to provide additional support, taking out 2 players. It's just 3 from DRX on the A site.
RB's just picked up his Hunter's Fury too. Look for that to potentially be a bit of an angle.
Possibly even save it for a future round, just in case. Otherwise, for now, HYUNMIN to play around the site. Have a Francis Reckoning as well. Flushes HYUNMIN out of position.
Bring Hunter's Fury
looking to play, yes, with his ult too. Ooh, a res coming in from Estrella. He's made the journey back to mid, which means Nongshim has to watch out for the back of screen possibly as well. Here comes that Hunter's Fury. Makes them feel uncomfortable, but Ivy doesn't care. Continues to stick. He has the cover from the Cove, but it gets shut down. There's that flank from mid. Oh, it's down to the kills itself, and it's gonna be Estrella again. RB, he's tried it. He's tried everything possible, but the round is still lost and handed over.
On this attacking side,
Possibly be
looking to make it 6.
another one, exactly. Just as soon as the round starts, knowing that they have everything flowing for them. Nongshim, on the other hand, looked desperately to take those duels head on, but unfortunately, they just fell off.
You've got to take a massive risk here as Nongshim as well. There's the lockdown that gets invested. Persia loses the duel against MaKo. This one is very
write
bleak.
it off, don't you? I mean, logically, technically, there's not much else that you have going for you, but Nongshim certainly are going to try. MaKo coming up from the back, and Francis has been detained. Will we have a knife kill? No, it's DRX. We're looking for the headshot at the end to end things out. Split with a slight rotation back onto A for now.
And no raise for DRX at the moment, opting to start on this attacking side here with the Waylay as well.
Yeah,
so I'm looking to see how HYUNMIN is going to pilot this.
Maybe trying to sneak over through the toxic screen. There it is. You've got some flashes ringing out, but Nongshim, decent damage through the smokes as well. Persia getting the first shot in. Estrella, unfortunately, around the boxes. Whoa! Wait, he actually lands the flick! But here comes Nongshim anyway. Triple kill. Flashback, the only one left. That was way too simply red.
You've got a deadlock as Ivy more comfortable on this agent for him. Here we go, though. DRX to pop out to B.
RB thinking about the frag, but ooh, with the movement way too fast. Look at that movement, refracted back into safety. Meanwhile, the rest of the team just all fanning out. Absolute destruction on towards RB. Meanwhile, it's Dambi and Francis left to pick up the pieces all the way through defender spawn now. Francis, ooh, shifting all the way up.
Don't tell me he's going to get another one with this judge. Surely not, right?
No, he was way too low. Nice attempt. Francis looking to bring things back in for Nongshim, but at the same time, a long flank coming out from Flashback. Gets spotted out. What a raid from Dambi. And it's just now MaKo and Estrella trying to play around the site. MaKo swings out, gets the right click. Possible win. Has a Bulldog as well with 5 rounds in the mag. Has he heard it? No, yeah. Francis sticks it all the way through. Oh, what a way to end the round. Thankfully, not even the kill at the end. Oh. For Estrella to possibly pick that Thrash back up. At least waiting for it to come back online. There it is. So it's a lot of post-plant utility can work off of.
Don't forget Wingman, Dizzy, Incendiary. Good here for DRX too.
The full belt. Nongshim's not going to back down.
Thrash.
The Thrash is already strung out, and Nongshim have shut it down. Estrella just confirmed the position, though, and continues to buy time off the spike. Dizzy out, Wingman in. Ooh. The rest of the team looking to spray as well, but DRX has a good hold over this. They continue to spray and slay everyone down.
Quick, you missed it. They defused!
All the way through that fight?
Stick as well. It's just looking really good for Nongshim now. Looking to rinse DRX at Fountain.
Yeah, just pushing all the way out this time, not allowing them to set up their game plan. Saturate does catch one at least, so HYUNMIN happy to take up the 2 kills, but has to run back to pick up the spike, and that costs a bit of time.
Yeah, but he's just going to light speed up because they know they have to take advantage. You've got an orbital strike here as well, but look at this one. The big factor is they've just beat Nongshim here. They can get this plant. Where does that go?
Oh,
it gets HYUNMIN out.
Anti for the spike plant, but yes, HYUNMIN. So spans the refract, but still able to collect onto another kill, possibly the 4th, because they know where that Annihilation shot out from.
Yeah.
MaKo did quite a bit with the Molly as well, didn't he?
I think more importantly, the fact that the refract was online for HYUNMIN to get out of that one. If that cocooned him, it's 2 versus 2. It could have
safe call.
Turned the other way.
Okay, but here goes Ivy. No utility, just looking for the angle. Spots out the slight shoulder, but not quite able to connect into the wall bang. DRX keeping range, keeping disc timing.
Oh, this is gorgeous.
You love the pop flashes. There it goes. The kills coming through from Ivy. Great shot from Estrella, though. Does get the first and answers right back as he spots out Ivy on the swing.
It is only RB here, though, and the fish ult is gathered. Is he going to look to just swim around in towards the site? Do they find RB, who snuck in towards the sky smoke? Now back towards a position just cleared.
How intelligent, but here comes MaKo. Wingman to clear as well. Estrella doing his due diligence. Time running out, possibly. We'll see the paint shells do anything. Estrella just sticks it all the way through. Dambi has to do everything here if they are to indeed stretch that lead. He dives for it with the Flashback. What security? Oh, what a flick! Onto Estrella, no chance in surviving. Nongshim up to 7.
This is where I want to see the rest of DRX start to scale up with this standard wall.
Ooh, but if you have baths, might be tricky. You gotta take lamps for sure. Flashback tries to eliminate the bath's control by taking down Dambi.
Does he expect a second though? Look at this one. This could be huge for Francis.
Oh, Francis, what a swing back. Eliminates Flashback, so retains control over this half of the site, but still trying to get that plant through. The snakebite deployed and freeing around his teammates. Look to get a tap in. Getting out the reactions, getting those sprays, getting those reloads in, and then the peek out from HYUNMIN. Play on slight timing, and he repositions as well, taking down Francis. He was always still lurking around. Now the question is, where are the rest of Nongshim?
Well, Persia's on the flank, gets one.
That would be enough. Ivy in with the grab net as well, off to lamps. Just HYUNMIN to do it all, and that will be enough off of the ult he finds.
It's just a slow creep up of 3.
Nongshim with all these multiple strategies pushing out from all fronts now, and DRX are caught off guard completely. It was Flashback with an op as well, and he does not expect them to push out on these other lanes. Might have some sight lines though and tries to scope in for it, but Francis gets the drop on him.
You hear that sensor as well, and you know you got to hit that first shot and hope that there's going to be no trade. So it's all onto Estrella. See what he can brain in this round. Position noted as well from the Dizzy. The Thrash will come online, but you're just going to get backstabbed here, you'd think.
Oh, Persia, he swapped over.
Got him.
Catches. Wait, he's shooting him out of it? What's going on? What are you guys trying to do? The round's done. It's over. Ivy has gotten the kill. Yeah, almost, but this is the quick pace play that we are all used to. Straight in towards lamps with the blast packs, and now with control over this area, it's much more difficult for DRX to try to play around. They try to set up with the Dizzy, but Francis just goes in for the kill. Triple on the board. MaKo even firing right back, but that won't be enough. HYUNMIN is way too low to make anything happen, while freeing is way too far off.
You say that, but there's no shields for any of these Nongshim members. A sharp shot could do the job, but no dice on towards Persia. He's rolled the 1. And now for freeing. See what you're going to be able to fly in and find.
Maybe he can fly something in, but I don't see how he can hop over this barrier mesh. A little bit unfortunate.
It's fading.
There we go. Going over. And ultimately still surrounded. Right click from the back. B hops over. Francis, knife at his throat. Once again for Nongshim.
Big round for DRX though, hey. 3 players on this A site. See this utility, see the bodies, confirm what's happening at the moment. Dambi doing what he can. HYUNMIN gone.
And ultimately the sprays in towards short as well, but still hidden. It's going to be Flashback trying to ring things back, but it's not going to happen. Nongshim with the executions finding successful hits. Barrier mesh towards the back side as well. That means you only have to worry about the very top heaven. MaKo slowly inching forward. Does go for the swing now. Dambi though, flashback for safety as well, and he's just too darn good. Full 50 seconds to work off of. Meanwhile, DRX making all the movements, all the reactions on the B site, so clear enough. It's going to be a full rotations through the teleporter onto A site where there are only 2 left.
Oh, early saturate. This is going to stall for a good amount of time here, but the rest of DRX going to rotate over here to help.
Oh, well, nonetheless, it will be good attempts from HYUNMIN. He does do his deal with slowing them down, but then the barrier mesh, just quick enough, blocks off MaKo's route. Oh, he looks to get a couple of wall bangs in, but ultimately no kill. Needs to go back up to heaven or at least break the mesh for more mind games. Meanwhile, slow flank coming out from Estrella. Does he find the timing against his opponent? Persia marks the angle like a hawk and gets a couple of bursts in, doesn't need to confirm the kill, just plays around the time of the spike. RB blocks lamps off, and MaKo needs to work against this obstacle. It doesn't happen, just ult onto Estrella, or it's gonna be map point. He has to back off. It's a save.
Not to crack.
And they get slight information. Just Francis spotted.
I'm surprised there wasn't a secondary flash to go through to be able to assist on that one. Doesn't really matter though, because look what's happening around site Alpha at the moment. Dambi with the showstopper. Dambi with a second. Quack. This might be done.
We'll go for a slight transmission while the spike gets planted. But otherwise, great opening from Dambi. The rockets into the site. All the utility has been spent on his kit, sure, but his teammates are right around the corner. And as well as Francis on this lurk. Doesn't even need it because Dambi is online for an ace. He tries to get it down, but HYUNMIN on the saturate slows him all the way through. 2 kills up front, but you don't expect the one coming from behind. Francis, what are you thinking? He clicks at the very end, and that will be that. Just as soon as Icebox ends, we go over to map 3 with a 13-4 scoreline on Bind. Breaking the door as well, just to hold extra space. Everything's been smoked off for now, but surely after it dissipates, we'll get to see Nongshim's turn at moving. They have utility to work off of.
Frenzy in this close proximity can be quite damaging.
Persia as well. Omen flash lined up, and it goes in perfectly, but here comes HYUNMIN marking down the backside. He has that frenzy for close-range duels. Looks for the next one as well, while Persia tries to take the initiative against him, but it doesn't quite happen. Onto the spike, and it's just Dambi with a ghost. 2 players to eliminate. He's done quite a bit already, but he needs to get an ace just to bring this all to a close. It doesn't happen. Estrella, the numbers all going down, and it's just DRX taking a triumphant win.
Loves the walls.
So far, so good, eh? I mean, right now, a little bit of mental conditioning as well from DRX as they stream back into Seaside for the first time. Through the sonic sensor, HYUNMIN gets above it, takes down Ivy. Francis, though, whoa, gets a good little spray transfer. MaKo right back into the fray. Ultimately, DRX has the site, and it's the onus on Nongshim to retake.
Persia on this flank doesn't have a shrouded step, so he's going to have to trip the shear. Now they know. Is it going to eventuate into anything though, Quack? Because RB's gone. It means Dambi and Persia for a retake.
Dambi, at least he's got the full kit, maybe aided by Persia with a smoke and a flash. Gonna have to try to cook something up, and here comes the fast lane into the stun, but MaKo lands the shot anyway. Persia out from the back, gets a decent one onto Flashback, but into the smokes. It's easily read by HYUNMIN. It's DRX with a bonus.
Feels like it's going to be a play when you've got this mound control at the moment to get HYUNMIN in with the showstopper and freeing with the Nightfall. You could use both, you could use one. They are in fact going to use both to get on in, and it's just forcing Francis to scurry away.
That's just classic DRX mind.
Oh, they got him too!
Keeping Nongshim on their toes. Quick entry into sight. Spike plant coming through. He also got the smokes up as well. Nongshim close by at least. Maybe Dambi alongside RB looking to initiate something towards the back. A haunt to go through, but DRX just evacuate the site.
Ivy's just used his grab net as well. It is a post plant for mound.
Gonna have to find those angles towards the mound area. Dambi feeling the need to slide over, but DRX just gets the read on towards Ivy, who gets a good spray onto MaKo as well off of the tracer rounds. But nonetheless, the spike not quite getting diffused this time. The pink shell's in from HYUNMIN onto the quad kill!
More better reads. Currently reading wrong a lot of the time.
Different opponents this time. Meanwhile, DRX, wow, just staying on top of everything. Saw the smoke from before, played it safe. Rotations into A now. Decent shots though, RB and Ivy. Firing back Dambi as well. Out from B, off to the races, trying to pull off a flank. DRX, they've dug themselves into this site now.
You might have to see Estrella pop a pit if they want to try and navigate this round back. Are they going to look for Persia? He's on the cool angle.
Needs one shot, but the swing. Too smooth, too fast. 2-on-3.
Got a pit here, and he's moved from the Outlaw to the Phantom too.
Dambi with the spray as well, just to flush him out of comfort positions. Oh, RB. Trying to get some verticality in this duel.
Oh, he's just got the horn.
Might be able to allow for a coordinated peek with the rest of the Nongshim forces. Dambi, way too close, but still gets the shot. Saw the tracers. Francis, in for a pound, in for more. Estrella trying to clutch it up, but RB will take it down. Nongshim have found a round in this first half. A little bit too troublesome to deal with. So back to A.
If the door's open as well, they can pop out of that pit from a couple of different angles, and it is as well. I'm looking towards what Francis is cooking here.
Nightfall, there it goes. Francis in for the double kill as well. So as soon as HYUNMIN steps into sight, he's getting taken off board. MaKo just trying to trade back. Finds a bit of a double, but will it be enough? Way too much ahead of him, and he puts the smoke up, gets a second shot onto Francis. Running out of ammo though, and Dambi slides in for the shorty kill.
Is at the moment. So I'm hoping DRX do recognize that they need to get a little bit of pace, but as I say that, Nongshim are actually turning it upside down. They are steaming ahead, and Dambi, he's, well, just folded.
Yeah, Francis, good backup, but DRX trying to pick up the pace as well. Straight into the A side, but still wary because of all this Sentinel utility. Traps abound, it's the Nightfall that supports them, and HYUNMIN will be able to eliminate Ivy. Persia though, backside. Back line, still lethal. The Prowler confirms his position still. He hasn't tried to step away, but HYUNMIN needs to get the kill if he sees to find anything. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite happen. As I get tongue-tied, it's now freeing, and MaKo left. Haunt out, RV, and the rest of the gang trying to peek off contact.
Good bait swing.
Single kill into possibly the final one. MaKo, no smokes available. Has a kill, could even maybe try to step away, but chooses to go for the peek instead, and Persia gets him down.
Oh, Persia was playing the most potent lines of play over at drop there. He was not biting off more than he could chew. He had RB back to use the Steel Garden.
Makes you think to what Nongshim's plan is currently. Trying to get a read for the swap around across the map. Now it has to be a full rotation in.
And they only see Francis with no deadlock utility, right? So they know he's the only one there. They don't have to rip the Steel Garden early. They can hold, they can wait, and this can buy so much time.
Which could give DRX the 6 that they're looking for. Ivy has the Annihilation as well though, but there it goes. Time being bought away. Trying to create some space off of the threat of this ultimate. Dambi stringing himself in. He does have the shorty. Ivy hops over onto stairs. With the guns out now, it's going to be the flash from DRX to try to keep things in their control, but until it's RB who swings out and finds a lot more as well, freeing close range with a stinger, trying to do it all, but time is running out for RB. Goes for the tap. Oh, he's got him around the edge of the spike. He finds a knife headshots kill.
It isn't removed off his shoulders here.
I think he might have just gotten spottoed by that Prowler. Well, Boombot into sight. He's calling for the rotations over. Meanwhile, Ivy pushes up.
Yeah, I love that as well. Had his teammates behind him to get a trade at worst. Or maybe best, whichever way you do look onto it, but you've removed Estrella from the equation. It's a call from the beyond now for DRX. How they want to still look to finish out this round. Big investments of util towards C, they're gone in.
HYUNMIN has been good on the entry so far, but he's going to have to pull off a big one if his team is to find this round. Nongshim surrounding the site. Just trying to get things covered, especially with MaKo's utility. Now that the spike is planted, they will back off.
C's for freeing, one away from a Nightfall. If he gets that online here, huge.
That's why he's playing around the site. Especially with the angle out from defender spawn, but here comes Gravnet in with Dambi's movement. Freeing gets the kill, quick off the rip on the Nightfall, and then knocks him out from the back though. Francis Ivy out of nowhere. MaKo tries to play sneaky around it, cancels the TP, gets the first kill, but not the transfer out to the second. Good attempt, but Nongshim.
Want to go towards this A side as well, and you see the barrier mesh thrown down. I think that kind of disturbs you a little bit. An Annihilation, a scary prospect here.
So flushes DRX over and straight into the crosshairs of Persia.
Job's done.
Well, the spike's down, and the round very well might be as well. Francis down for the count. Gets another for his troubles. Dambi wants a slice of this pie as well. Estrella trying to play close range with a stinger, but unfortunately without the range, without that firepower that was so desperately needed. Movements, just a bit of presence into A, pulls the rotation over, which leaves B open. C as well a little bit, and that's where Nongshim want to go.
Good call from RB. If this is the right one. course, they only needed the 4 to close against Team Secret on attack. If you're starting off with an attack round here, that'd be absolutely great for you.
30 seconds left.
Well, we got the Thorn stripped up, though. So it's just one person on side 4 now. Not quite yet spotted. Persia does fire off the shot. Estrella trying to dance around with them. We're going in for the tango. We'll see who truly leads this dance. It's going to be Nongshim. Straight into sight. Spike planted soon enough.
Oh, 10 seconds, though. This is the hunt that DRX want to get into to try and deny that, but they're not going to be able to.
Not for now. Sonic sensors set up as well. Oh, what an angle, though. Off towards the back, they find vision into stairs. Nongshim now trying to avoid it.
Paranoia from Persia.
And got the smoke up as well. It will push DRX back just for a second, and it allows for Francis to find another kill. Close range is RB with a Nongshim RedForce classic. HYUNMIN trying to deter or destroy that as much as possible, but unfortunately it doesn't really fall into disarray. Nongshim still under control, will pick up the pistol.
Debate on out. She does so successfully. Now it's go time in towards the seaside for the Nongshim guys.
Yeah,
Or is
trying
it?
to pull
Or
off
is
as
it?
much as possible, right? Now just Dambi in, but DRX should be getting a good read for this. RB, though, still trying to do as much damage as possible. Gets the first shot. It's a good seize as well. Low HP. 2 kills, maybe the third! Shut down by HYUNMIN at the final end, but here comes Ivy with Annihilation!
1-on-1 now when that cocoon takes him into obliteration. MaKo's healthy.
And he sets up the traps as well. MaKo with a single smoke goes for a wide swing. Oh! Unexpected from Ivy. MaKo takes it downtown across the map too, on towards B.
I am liking the little layering of utility that DRX throwing around the map as well, spotting out things here and there before ultimately going towards this A site. Paranoia to flush off HYUNMIN. MaKo as well, trying to do what he can. Spotted. Down. And that round quack has just crumbled, hasn't it?
Just as quick. Tried to wrestle for control over the areas, but ultimately Nongshim come in with padded utility onto the site now. Spike planted.
You just kind of feel like the boy.
Watching for the angle sound, but here goes freeing. Nightfall is good. Great decay allows for a singular kill into Haunt. It's scaling up into even more with the Ghost with the Bulldog. Just RB left.
Are they going to flawless this?
RB.
There's nothing he can
It's
do.
not safe enough. Holds all the way to the end and even gets shut down. It's a thrifty. It's a. Wouldn't that be fun? Slash poetic. Still. It's DRX now playing slightly more aggressive. Oh, MaKo. Caught out with utility. HYUNMIN thought about it as well. It's Nongshim going way too quick for DRX's comforts. HYUNMIN in with a double kill. RB to trade back. Viper's Pit is set up.
Rings early though.
Streaming around the corner of the pit, spraying blindly into it and actually catches his opponents. Just Francis left. So even despite all of Nongshim's troubles, the lengths they've gone to just to get the spike down, they find themselves in a position of no comfort. Hearing the door as well, Francis feeling claustrophobic. Peeking back in as well. A couple of shots just to try to bait out the reaction, but Estrella has him triangulated.
You've got options, don't get me wrong. And the options, oh, they're superb, aren't they? Look at that, 2 in the opener. Make it 3!
Francis with a shot, but Estrella lines them up, sprays them down. Dambi in with the Bucky! It's an explosive round, and one that gives Nongshim possible control. He kicks it into overdrive, tries to get the electrifying beams up, but Freeing prevents it from coming online. Now, where is Francis? Freeing goes and hunts! He finds it! It's a Red Bull clutch to put DRX up on top!
And keeping in check things over towards C. A different look towards this Vice utility too, towards the A side. Dambi's just going to get ahead of it.
Nightfall in as well.
Oh, he's
Dambi
blinded!
just not able to get the shot onto the crouched player. And with that, Flashback will put up a bastion on this A site.
What a flash to come through, actually, from Flashback. Keep us in a bit of equilibrium now, too, in the 3 versus 3. A wasting ult for Ivy on the Annihilation. RB, mind you, used the Nightfall there as well, so we're in a bit of a reset territory with sub 30 seconds to go. The spike to make its way into this B site.
There it is. Nice monologue. We got the Sonic sensor set up as well, and now, Estrella close by. Flashback shut down. Not too many options left for the DRX core. Trying to get a good peek up over from heaven, but RB knows. A little bit telling. The GravNet catches onto HYUNMIN as well. Unless you crab walk all the way through, you're pretty much dead.
That's just a slow death there for HYUNMIN, unfortunately.
Nonetheless, still, Nongshim having this much space, this much of a foothold around A lobby. They could rotate over, but HYUNMIN with a sudden spam catches onto RB's helmet, and he's gone.
Balanced out again. A showstopper being around this point of A as well makes things a bit more precious for DRX to keep him here despite Nongshim's presence. Of course, you want the bodies around there when you've got that showstopper available.
Oh.
But do they consider going to A? It's too much. It's to B. Yeah. Early bit from Estrella at C, actually, too.
Going into B would allow them to bypass a lot of the Vi's utility until Flashback gets a great shot, that is. Dambi a little bit too ahead of his team. And that will be now Nongshim trying to get the spike down as much as possible. You have a snake bot as well. Nongshim trying to keep themselves into sight. The judge firing off a shot. It's a bit of a warning. Ivy trying to set things up as well. He does have another GravNet to work off of. Meanwhile, you gotta worry about a Link, and it's Francis here with an AWP of all things. Not the best weapon, and he loses his grip. It's just Ivy left onto the side, dug deep into the ground, and that will be DRX once again wrangling that lead right back.
That's a pretty clean retake to come out super early. Nongshim opting to go for the silent approach. It's just one on this A site.
A lot of movements now as well. Oh, quick enough to catch Freeing on the back.
They can set themselves up for a good post plant here as well. Get that utility down pat.
Okay. Early paint shells from HYUNMIN to try to prevent someone from hiding inside a back site, but still not quite enough. Ultimately, the bear mesh getting broken now draws attention over.
There's a Seize and a GravNet here for Nongshim.
Meanwhile, it's quite paramount for MaKo to get in a good spot to send out his paranoia until RB gets the spam over. Slight gap for MaKo to slip in, but Sonic Center catches him! Dambi now repositioning. GravNet catches onto both, but still, Nongshim have tree in hold. It's the spams, it's the shots, it's Nongshim up, tying things. Peace, 11-11. And watching around this B area.
Oh, Freeing, he's just been spotted.
Prowler, screen back up for safety, and Estrella getting a spam through the door. Or just around the edge of it.
Removing RB is actually great as well because there's no more scope ability in towards the front of B, right? They have to respect the shear that's still there, the toxic screen. They cannot flush Freeing out. Things go a little bit more problematic for Nongshim now. 40 seconds to go. The Lurker Francis has permitted them entryway towards the A site here, Quack, but they have to actually get into the site. Now it's called by HYUNMIN.
That might be their only option anyway. Dambi quick enough, takes down MaKo. That could very well give them the round, depending on how HYUNMIN plays. Still, Freeing coming back through. You've got the Nightfall collapsing onto the site, and it forces Nongshim into disarray until Persia holds things out from the back. Oh, but the swings are still too darn good. DRX, in the blink of an eye, they have reached map point. Ooh. Trailing off.
Francis has not seen anything over towards the A site. False sense of security with the haunt that goes out there, but a brilliant, and I can't underestimate that enough, a brilliant spot check from MaKo with that from the shadows. But hey, this is a hook, line, and sinker. DRX are rotating away from A.
Oh man, fantastic value, but
the fact that Dambi just goes back and makes some audible noise. MaKo's in a rough spot here.
Yeah, doubling back down into it. Narrowly dodges the annihilation, but still feeling the heat onto the site. The grab that comes through.
There's 20 seconds!
Checks the backline. Persia.
They go B!
Yep, Nongshim straight back into B because Dambi has the space. Intention was to cut off the rotation from before, but why not make it your site? Flashback though, with the read onto it, picks up the double kill, enough for HYUNMIN to stream in as well.
There's no time!
Spike down on the ground, the round is gone. It's HYUNMIN to pick up all the final kills. It's DRX to close this out. No OT. Final scoreline 13-11.